Why the hell did they have to kill you in that way?
私を拘束した先生って、当時女子生徒から変な性癖がある先生だって噂されてたんですよ。
What?
だからじゃないですかね。
But I feel like weird pervert. That's just, you know, making strange, perverted remarks towards students, I guess. You know, that's what I would probably think of that. Not tie a girl up, put her in a hole, and let her starve to death. That is, like, very, very far away from being a weird pervert, okay? You gotta be some fucking psychopath, you know? That's not just, oh, he's just a weird pervert. I'm a weird pervert, okay? And I wouldn't do that shit.
そんな。そういうことを経て、ここで全てを忘れて姿を取り戻した私は、イグサ先輩に恋をしてました。
When was that? Like earlier? At the very beginning of this story, this game, when we just got here? You fell in love with me then? I came to in an empty school, bathed in the evening glow. There was not a sign of the miniature festival going on anywhere. Yet for whatever reason, I felt incredibly happy for being here. The image of me reflected in the window glass felt oddly unfamiliar, but I thought it was just my imagination. I felt there was someone I loved nearby, and with butterflies in my stomach, I strode through the corridors, checking one room after another. And that's when she found me.
綾菜先輩の腕の中で、私はずっとイグサ先輩を見てました。だから分かってるんです。叶わないなってことも。
So this is the doll now, I guess. Because it's a little bit hard to distinguish which is which, but I feel like the thing that Rio explained, right, is that they seem to have sort of merged together, the ghost of the doll and Sumika, as in like her body and her other subconscious as well. They sort of merged together because they've suffered from kind of a similar thing. Loneliness, right? Sumika herself, the human, she was just locked in that hole in the wall for so fucking long, waiting to starve to death. And she must have felt like fucking, you know, lonely among a shit ton of other terrible fucking feelings the entire time. And that's something kind of similar that happened to the doll as well, that was just sort of stuffed away in the closet. Like, it's kind of similar in some sense, right? So them both having sort of suffered from the same thing and having the same feelings, they remained here, their ghosts remained here, and they just sort of teamed up together. So like some of the feelings that the doll has is now sort of transferred over to Sumika as well. So that's why Sumika, I guess she just likes me as well, but it's part of the remains of the doll as well. I don't know, it's freaking complicated, but she's just basically both. So she really was that doll then.
でもやっぱり結末は手足を縛られて閉じ込められて終わりでしたね。
Sumika listlessly said so. She made a joke-like smile, but her expression soon contorted again.
ねえ、イグサ先輩、私の人生って何だったと思いますか？私、何か悪いことしましたかね？
I don't know, I can't...
なんでこんな死に方しなくちゃいけなかったんですかね？私、やりきれないんです。もう、一人ぼっちで寂しいのに、耐えられないんです。
I couldn't tell why she had to die that way, but it's not your fault. There was no way it was her responsibility, at least.
そう。スミカは何も悪くない。悪いのは、すべて薬の存在。
Whatever the fuck happened to everybody here, at the core, it's all the fault of the medicine. It's kind of fucked up that just simply medicine can cause all of this shit. Komiya agreed with me. What is this medicine you keep talking about?
国が極秘で作っている記憶を操作する薬。学園は その薬の効果を実験するために用意されてるの。
Oh, really?
さっきのスミカたちみたいに副作用が出ると失敗作とみなされて、学園でその生徒は処理される。
I don't think that was explicitly mentioned before, that students who showed side effects actually just get killed off. So that explains exactly why Sumika got killed. That kind of explains why Ayana and I are here. Like, do they just stress test us or something? They put the people that have taken the medicine, put them in this environment, in this situation, to see if we actually exhibit these side effects, and when we do, we get killed. Cause I don't think, did me or Ayana actually show these side effects before we even came here? I don't think so, but then again, the story didn't even start at that point, so we wouldn't even know even if we had. But okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's just that, oh shit, the medicine's not working, let's get rid of all the proof that it has these negative side effects, so they just kill it. Huh? But I don't remember having any such thing.
私たちが知らない間に投与されてる。私たちは完全な被害者でしかない。
By we, do you mean you yourself as well, Rio? Komiya began the explanation that she already had given to Ayana again.
ところでリオちゃん、薬って何？
The second flashback, I began to explain that they were all test subjects for a drug our government manufactured in secret. It would affect the memories of people. Oh, the government, right, the government is behind it. So yeah, it's a pretty big, it's not just a secret evil corporation or whatever, it's the actual fucking government of our country. Holy shit. It would affect the memories of people, and its side effects consisted of seeing hallucinations and insanity. Our school was a testing ground and disposal facility for the worst cases. Oh shit. Holy fuck. She couldn't quite stomach it right away, of course. But she still gave me a nod to continue, evidently trying to digest this information to the best of her ability. I continued to explain that the miniature festival existed as a sham to dispose of the failed test subjects, and that a red line crossing out their name in a registry was an indication of that.
だから殺されるって言ってたの？
I nodded. Ayana seemed to be trying her hardest to take this all in. I couldn't afford to upset or confuse her too much. She was already displaying side effects of the drug without me making it worse. スミカちゃんは過去にその犠牲になったはずって言いたいんだね。そうだったんですね。Back to reality. The stories seemed to make sense to Sumika. それって私たちはやっぱり殺されるんだよね。But like who? That's the thing I don't exactly quite understand yet. Who exactly kills us? Right? Like, okay, I understand sort of the purpose behind the miniature festival, this whole school now, the government, the purpose of it, the medicine, blah blah blah, you know, this is a testing ground for that. But like, we only, there are 3 people here who are sort of test subjects, right? Itsuki isn't, Rio isn't as well, but Rio kinda snuck her way in here by order of her mother, but she didn't come here to kill us. There should be someone in here that kills us though, right? That kills all of these failed test subjects. Ayana, whom I thought was unconscious up until now, joined the conversation. だから、私はそうされないために、みんなを助けるために、ここに来た。解決策なんて何もわからないよ。堀本くんだって死んじゃったよ。Yeah, but nobody cared about him anyway. Sumika, did you kill him? I looked her straight in the face. She grew visibly grim. 私のことおかしいって。殺されたのも当然の報いだって。Oh, what? それでカッとなって Yeah, no, he shouldn't have said that. You had every right to kill him. Good job, Sumika. Did Itsuki really say that?
信じてくれなくてもいいです。私がしたことに変わりはありませんから。
No, it's good. Good job, girl. There was no way to confirm her words, with one witness being dead and the other of unstable mental condition. Still, if she was telling the truth, I wonder why Itsuki said those things. Fuck this shit.
それで、先輩たちはこれからどうするつもりですか?
Sumika's question brought me back to reality before I could fruitlessly curse everyone and everything involved with his insanity. She no longer had any tears in her eyes, but her face still looked grim.
いつきのことは残念だけど、せめて引き続き打開策を探したいと思う。
Yeah.
そしたら、私はどうなりますか?
I mean, I don't think we can save you, Sumika. Huh? Sumika lingered a distance away from us, like an abandoned animal. Oh, it's like that cat. You know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes you just see a random cat on the street, and you pet it once, and then it starts following you wherever you go. That cat. Ah, you kind of feel bad for leaving it behind, but you have to because you have to like catch your bus or something. But you were just trying to be nice to the cat, and it just keeps following you everywhere you go. Oh no.
皆さんが出て行ったら、私はまた一人ぼっちですか?
I feel bad for her. That's... I wish I could have said that wasn't the case. But we couldn't turn back time. We were living in different worlds. I couldn't bring myself to say anything irresponsible like that at this point. Sumika would have seen through those empty words.
Sumika ちゃんは一人ぼっちが嫌なの? 私たちに消えてほしいわけじゃなくて?
I mean, that's the thing, right? She suffered from loneliness so much. She just doesn't want to be alone. It's the only thing she wants.
もやもやしたものはありますけど。一人ぼっちが一番嫌です。
Wow. She's basically saying if she could be picky, she would not choose Ayana. But if she can't be picky, then she's like, ah, you know what? It's better you than nobody. Can't you come with us somehow? I knew it was probably impossible, but I still tried saying it.
私、校舎から出られないんです。ごめんなさい。窓も昇降口も開かないの、私のせいだと思います。
Really? It's her fault? So wait. So, oh, because previously I thought that when somebody died, that's when the windows and doors and time started to flow again. But apparently it's just because Sumika died during those occasions. That means that whatever power she used to close the doors in the school, it then lifted because obviously she died. But yeah, like she's still alive now. Itsuki is dead, but I guess the doors and windows can't be opened, even though the glass is shattered right now. Really? I turned to the now shattered windows.
Yasunari.
What are we doing? Komiya let out an uncertain voice as I came closer to one of the windows. I tried reaching out through the now empty frame, but it was as though some force was pushing me back, and I couldn't get any further than when the window were in perfect order.
やっぱり私いたらおかしいんですよね。折本先輩にもひどいことしてしまいましたし、訴えることができただけ幸せだったんですよ。
God, I feel so bad for her. Like, she's a victim as well, you know? That's the thing. We're all just victims. We can, on some level, relate to her at least. And then having heard her story of the gruesome shit she had to go through, and then knowing she can't leave this place, that we'll have to leave her behind alone again? It just doesn't sit well with me. Sumika made a resigned smile.
イグサ先輩。私、本当に嬉しかったです。一時だけでも、先輩とたくさんお話できて、楽しかったです。
Sumika slowly pointed the knife at herself. No, 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 Sumika! Sumika, please. Wait! Sumika! Don't do it! Gah! For a moment, I had no idea what had happened. Did she do it? Ayana, what did you do? Complete bewilderment overtook Sumika's features. Komiya was rendered completely frozen too. Ayana, please no! Ayana! Ultimately, the one who fell to the ground was not Sumika, but Ayana. Oh, no. Really, you're doing this to be with her, Ayana? Ayana weakly smiled to Sumika. She had guided the knife in Sumika's hand right into her chest. What the? Are you insane? What have you done? I dashed to her and knelt at her side. Her uniform was growing more and more crimson by the second. No, it's not. How is this for the best? What the hell is good about this? Sumika was just confused, looking at the satisfied Ayana. I could feel Ayana's strength wane inside my arms. Like, I know what Ayana is trying to do, right? She just does this so that Sumika won't be alone, but still. What? Ayana! Hey! Komiya? I turned my head back to see Komiya, who was so calm all the time, completely out of it. Light slowly dimming from her eyes. Komiya! No good will come out of it, you losing it too! Don't. Come on, let's not all turn fucking crazy now, okay? Please. You were the one sane person I could count on, Ryo. Komiya clutched her head and fell to her knees. It was not over yet. We have to carry her to the infirmary and bandage her or something. It's never too late. Why? Why couldn't I stop this? Why was this happening? Who was to blame for this? The medicine? Ayana for what she did to her doll in the past? Itsuki's hurtful words? Me for being too late to notice anything? Or Komiya for failing to protect us? Sumika for losing her senses? Or the miniature festival as a whole? Was this all predetermined from the very start? Were all of our choices nothing but an illusion? I don't know. Am I even leaving here? Huh? What would I do? Is there still even a place for me outside? No. Komiya seemed to be getting worse. Komiya! It was too early to call that! We didn't know that! But the weight of Ayana's body in my arms, Komiya taken over by complete despair, Itsuki's dead body in the science room, a girl that made a mistake and shouldn't exist to begin with. All those things chipped away at the remnants of my hope. What was I supposed to do from now on? There were just too many things. I'd already irrevocably lost.
草先輩。
Let's all just fucking die together. Huh? Oh, what? I looked at Sumika to see her smiling. Sure, you're happy about this, huh? Why the hell are you smiling at a time like this?
今見てるものは全部先輩の幻覚ですよ。
What? Huh? What on earth was she talking about?
先輩、ずっとおかしかったです。私のこと死んでるとか、学園に閉じ込められたとか。
What? But that's literally what is...
先輩、おかしいのは先輩の方なんですよ。
Really? Was I the one who was crazy here? I mean, I never considered that possibility, but maybe we are? What? I'm getting mindfucked so hard right now. Now that I think about it, Itsuki mentioned something along those lines as well. Yeah, he kinda did, but that's the thing, right? From our perspective, everything sort of seems to make sense. But to everybody on the out, that's probably what, to crazy people as well, right? If you are crazy yourself, whatever you are doing probably makes sense to yourself as well. But everybody on the outside just look at you as this fucking crazy person and they're just asking like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? So, maybe because from our perspective, we think everything that we're doing is fine, it makes sense, blah blah blah. But everybody on the outside is looking at us right now like we're a fucking crazy person and just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Is that really what is happening right now? At this point, I felt that he might have been right. I mean, yeah. No way things like these could actually be happening in the real world. And that explanation actually made some sense.
ほら、リオ先輩も。
Rio too?
言ってたじゃないですか。薬の副作用。幻覚症状ですよね。
Oh, but the reason why this mind fucks me so hard, right? It's because I felt like everything before Sumika said that we were hallucinating, that me and Rio are the crazy ones. Everything before that, it actually made sense to me. It actually seemed like, okay, yeah, that fits the story, that fits every other piece of information that we've gotten so far. That seems about right. But now everything is turned upside down. What?
そうだけど。もう、皆さん早く目を覚ましてくださいよ。常識的に考えて、幽霊なんてそうそう見えるはずがありません。怪奇七不思議なんておとぎ話ですよ。
If that was really true, what would we have to do to wake up?
イグサ先輩も、リオ先輩も、目をつむってください。
Close our eyes? Huh. Komiya closed her eyes. I followed her cue, and did so too. And once I did, I obviously couldn't see anything anymore, no shit. I was in the darkness. The boundary between imagination and the real world disappeared. Yes, if I was hallucinating.
いいですか？私の言う通りにしてくださいね。お二人には簡単にできるはずですから。
Okay, I'll do whatever you say, Sumika. Cause I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. I should be back in reality once I open those eyes again.
全部忘れてください。すべては偽りだったんですから。
Really? Yes. From the very beginning. Why do you think a sane person would be in a mad world? The answer was simple. It was naturally not the world, but that person who was crazy. With the image of the normal world only in our mind, there is no way of telling whether the outward, or the inward worlds were ultimately abnormal. Maybe what you feel is abnormal is actually normal, senpai. Take a deep breath and get ready to go back. Let's go back to the correct world. A world that is correct for us and no one else. What kind of world is that? Once you learn the truth, you may think this is a cruel act, but I think I finally realized why I was here. I could save you, even in a somewhat lousy way. I was the only one who could do it. I am sorry for all the cruel things I did. This is my little atonement. May there be happiness for us, at least until a real end comes. What the heck? What is that real world? I want to see. What is that real world that she's talking about? Oh man. This Sumika route so far, ending, is so mindfuckery. Wow. Let's skip to the epilogue. Hey, did you hear about the new mystery of the miniature festival? Yeah, it's about those 3 students that disappeared, right? Yeah, no one has discovered them yet, apparently. I think I've heard of something like that happening before, too. There might really be something wrong with this school. And they found a dead body this year too, right? Orimoto, right? One of my friends actually knew the guy. I can't believe these things really keep happening. At this point, I almost feel like this might be some conspiracy of the school itself. No way. For real? Hahaha. Just kidding, obviously. Hahaha. Oh, little do you know. Little do you know, you poor students. Poor fools. What the fuck is this gonna be like? Lunch break. Okay, everything seems normal so far. The weird fucking idea I had, right, is that we would both end up being dolls. For some reason, that is the idea that I had in my mind, but luckily that's not the case. We're all humans, so apparently. Sumika was poking her head into our classroom. There has been a couple of weeks since the miniature festival. On the evening of that day, I woke up all cold in the inner yard. I haven't seen Itsuki after that day, and later I learned that his dead body was discovered the following day, another victim of the mystery. So what, we actually returned to the real world? And apparently Sumika is here too? I still had no idea who attacked me on that day. I called my underclassman out because it was his message that led me to the scene of the crime, but he told me that his phone was stolen that day. And those were about the only 2 significant things that happened. Really? Just me sitting here with all 3 waifus having lunch on the roof? There's gotta be a catch, right? This just seems too good to be true. This seems too good to be true. There's gotta be some sort of weird fucking catch at the end.
So.
Your stuff is not bad, but you tend to overseason things. And you have no sense for aesthetic looks at all. I'm sorry, Ayana. I'm confused, or I'm confident that I can cook better than Ayana, at least. Poor Ayana. her cooking skills are being torn down.
食べられるものができてるなら大丈夫。
I agree, mainly because that's about my standard for when I cook things. Because I always know it's never gonna taste great when I cook something. But as long as it's edible, I'm happy.
リオちゃん、微妙にフォローになってない気がする。
As long as your food doesn't kill somebody or makes you sick, it's good. Good enough, at least. As I helped myself to my lunch, I couldn't help feeling that I wished Itsuki was there with us. No, fuck that guy. I'd rather have these three all to myself. I wonder who killed him. So we obviously we don't remember what happened back in the other world, I guess, you know, where Itsuki actually died and where all that shit took place. And then there was this business with 3 missing students. The weirdest thing about that was that no one knew their names. Wait, that's supposed to be us, right? It's supposed to be me, Ayana, and Rio. At that point, I started doubting whether it was just another baseless rumor. But apparently, people really were missing. It was on the news. But why are they missing if we're here? What?
イグサ先輩、何一人で暗い顔してるんですか？
Okay.
味付け失敗してたんですか？
We're all dead, isn't it? We're all dead. I'm pretty sure that's it. That would make sense why Sumika is here too, because she's dead. Like, it makes, as strange as it may sound, because it would be 3 people dying instead of 1 person coming back from the dead to actually being alive. But that makes more sense, right? For 3 other people to die, rather than Sumika, who was dead before, to now suddenly be alive in the real world. It's gotta be that. We're just all dead. I did not. I was just thinking about the miniature festival.
おお、変死体と行方不明の生徒ですか？そんなのただの噂と事件ですよ。
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew Itsuki and all.
森本くん、誰に殺されたんだろうね。
The mood took a turn for the dark. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up during lunch.
きっと怪奇七不思議に殺されたんですよ。
Yeah, that's always the easy answer, right? Huh? What's that even supposed to mean?
いえいえ、大丈夫です。事件はちゃんと解決しますよ。
You really think so?
そうです。ちゃんと見つけてくれるはずです。
Everything? Someone will sooner or later find out the same secret that Igusa-senpai and the others did. And until then, we can live in a world of lies. Oh god. Until the day that this false miniature garden will no longer be needed. The mysteries did not all have to be scary and miserable. Huh. Wow. So I guess they just sort of created their own world there, where they just live in ignorance, you know? Just so they can all be together, just so Sumika isn't alone. But that really makes me... That's heavily seems to hint at the fact that we're all 3 just dead. And we're all just together with Sumika. Just, you know? Just so she's not alone. Fuck me. I think that was the ending allegory. Alright, well, 2 more endings to go. I mean, I did say at the very end of the... I think of the Ayana, or at least of one of the endings that I would do like 2 endings per video, but it really depends on how long they are. I mean, the bad endings tend to be a bit shorter, but the good endings are generally a bit longer, so... I don't know how long the next 2 endings are gonna last, but if it's too long, I might split it up. If it's not that long, if it's under an hour or something, I'll probably put it in one video. But yeah, 2 more endings to go, and it'll mainly be focusing on Rio, So I feel like it'll provide us with a bit more of a backstory about maybe sort of, at least from a bit of, well, Rio's perspective, of course, but like the biggest thing for me, right, is that sort of, I feel like the biggest part of this entire story is actually about Rio. That Rio is just sent here on a mission to stop this vicious cycle of all of these students, all of these test subjects, just to stop them from dying. And every time, you know, every time she fails, that's just kind of a bad ending. Like, that's the thing that we always see. In every bad ending, she just ends up failing. And that's why, at least in the Ayana good ending, she seems to have sort of succeeded there, right? Because I, as well as Ayana, escaped, and we sort of got into, I guess, good hands, into the hands of the mother of Rio. I feel like that's the biggest part. Like, yeah, we're experiencing the story from Yasunari's perspective. Yeah, a lot of it is about my history as well, but it's every single character here. But at the main core, I feel like it's just the sole mission of Rio to just put an end to this shit. And that is going to be the main focus of the two endings. So, yeah. That is what we'll be, I guess, finding out about in the next couple of videos. So, I'll be ending this particular video here. Man, it actually has been really interesting to try and figure out and puzzle piece the story together. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well, because this is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, all that good shit and whatnot, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.